What's up, everybody, and welcome to Buzz YB TV. And I'm your girl, Lady T. Y'all listen. These internet streets. Whew! It go from 0 to 1,000. 1 minute ain't nothing going on. Then all of a sudden, these streets be popping. Okay, so as you all know, Mondays is the day that when I come home, I do my Queens of R&B review. You know, the SWV and Escape reality show that has been taking social media by storm, okay? Last night, everybody was coming for Escape's neck, particularly Candy, for her speaking up saying that Escape should have top billing. Now, we gonna get into that because that started this whole firestorm of everybody and their mama coming not only for Escape, but for Candy in particular, okay? It went in from last night all the way into this morning. And we gonna get into it. We gonna leave the back and forth in regard to Escape and SWV and that whole argument about them headlining. We gonna leave that for another video. But today, what we gonna talk about is how Tamar decided last night to just finally call a spade, y'all. Now, as you all know, a few months ago, and then if you guys didn't know, of course you already know, I'm here to tell you. So a few months ago, Tamar decides to get on her social media and says, oh my God, some Atlanta peach and her husband tried to fight me, and I know they want to address it because they don't want people to see who they really are because they're Atlanta officials and all this other stuff. And everybody was trying to guess who it was. Everybody was trying to guess, hey, is it Eva and her husband? Because, you know, Eva's husband is a Georgia official, you know? And what else? Some people did already think that it was Candy and Todd because, you know, basically they rule Atlanta unofficially. They thought, well, maybe it was Tiny and T.I. because they unofficially rule Atlanta. You know, T.I. has named himself the unofficial mayor of Atlanta, okay? So it was a lot of things going on in regards to who said what and who did what to whom, okay? But after all the speculation, she said she was going to drop it. She wasn't going to say nothing. Now, mighty funny, last night, when she's in the midst of promoting her new reality show called The Queen's Court, she let it all out. And we about to get into it, y'all. Oh, you okay? Okay, guys. So we're going to listen to it. So shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to the Peach Report Daily and all of them who captured this from Watch What Happens Live. So Tamar answered a question yesterday, and yeah, it went down. So here we go.
Our question is, who is the Atlanta housewife that you hinted about having beef with on Instagram? Saying her and her husband threatened you.
People think it was Eva.
No, it was not.
I know who it is.
It was not, and it really did happen. I'm not lying. Like, I'm not looking for attention or drama or anything like that.
Right.
But that really did happen. It was not cute. No,
Was she a full housewife?
She's a full house.
Oh my God.
It's not Candy.
Ooh.
Oh, no, ma'am.
I thought you and Candy mended everything after Big Brother.
I thought so too. I had no idea.
Wow.
I'll tell you the story later.
Okay. So obviously, what Tamar is saying is she thought they were good at the Big Brother, but something happened and they got into it, and Todd stepped in and basically threatened her. And she finally let it out on Watch What Happens Live. Now, here's my thing about that. I believe that Tamar, you chose all this time to let it go, let it go. Now, granted, you were asked the question, okay? But since you decided to let it go, you could have been like, girl, that's dead and stinking. Girl, I'm saved and sanctified. You know how you always like to fall back any other time when you don't want to answer a question. I'm saved. I'm reborn. I'm the new Tamar. Any other time when you want to answer a question, you got those little things to say. So what happened then? You want to know what happened? You wanted to throw Candy under the bus. You chose that opportune time to get your lick back because you was in your feelings on what happened a few months ago. Because I'm going to tell you, I believe what she said. I don't believe in the contents of which she said it. But I believe that it happened. And I believe because of this altercation, Tamar got in her feelings and waited for the right opportune time to jump in and get her look back. She waited for all this stuff, all this controversy to be surrounding Candy to add fuel to the fire and to make herself look good and to promote her new show and her new single. You ain't slick, Tamar. Love you. But you ain't slick. So y'all, not only did she go and watch What Happens Live, but right after that, she goes onto Twitter. And this is what she has to say on Twitter, you all. Let's get into it. Okay, so her first tweet goes, before y'all start, I left the situation alone. But the fact is, Todd and Candy wanted to fight me, period. There were witnesses, and JR came to the next show to check Todd, and she nor him won't address it. Because, hold on 1 second. Y'all, don't y'all hate when y'all, okay, we gonna start this over. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Before y'all start, I left the situation alone. But the fact is, Todd and Candy wanted to fight me. Period. There was witnesses, and JR came to the next show to check Todd, and she nor he won't address it. Cause how do you defend that? The facts are the facts, though. I'm off it. Changed. Okay, so that's what she said. So y'all, sorry for me misreading that in the beginning. My Instagram jumped to a whole nother post. Okay, so basically, she's saying, you know what? I was going to leave it alone, but the facts are the facts. Candy and Todd wanted to fight me. JR came to the show the next day to check Todd, and they want to address it because how do you defend that? The facts are the facts, though. That's exactly what she said on that tweet. Now, my thing is, okay, so Todd checked Tamar, supposedly. And then her man had to come to the show the next day to check Todd for getting in her face. Now, again, she said she left it alone. But my thing is, why did she leave it alone? I mean, I understand that she's supposedly on this whole, I'm trying to be the new Tamar and all of this. But if you're really trying to be the new Tamar, then you wouldn't have brought it up, period. You would have addressed it then, head on. If they refuse to address it, then hell, air them out. Air them out right then and there. Respectfully and maturely, of course, not your Tamar way. But yeah, definitely address it. But don't wait until it's months and months later and then wait to get on the platform. It just makes it seem like you're waiting for the perfect time just to throw her under the bus. And I'm going to tell you what I believe happened. Because we don't get to Tamar's live, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think happened. Because like I said, I believe her. So, then we're going to go back to another tweet that she posted. Okay? Because she was on Twitter last night. She doubled down on what she said. She is not taking this back, y'all. So here we go. Okay, so here goes the second tweet from last night, you all. It says, I answered the question like everyone else does. I'm not scared of anyone or the truth. Y'all don't want me to say anything because that's not her narrative on TV. It's been months and she addresses everything and everyone. Why not this? I welcome them both to speak on it or lie. Okay, So yeah, everybody was wondering, what made her bring this up, and like she said, she answered the question, and her thing is she ain't scared of anyone or anything. Candy speak on everything. So why haven't she spoke on this? Anytime that she feel like she's lied on, she brings receipts. And this is true. Anytime Candy feels like she's been lied on, she will respond, okay? She definitely will respond. But here's my thing. Again, the way she's even wording this tweet seems to me like you trying to get your lick back. You wasn't just trying to let it go. You was again waiting for the most opportune time. Because if that's the case, you wouldn't say, oh yeah, that's her narrative on TV. Y'all don't want to hear the truth, and she won't address it because that's not her narrative on TV. Okay. So, granted, that is her narrative on TV. But also, if that's not the truth, you should have laid it out there. You shouldn't have let it go. You shouldn't have waited till you had all this stuff to promote to throw her under the bus. You want to know why? Because it makes you look thirsty for clout. It makes it seem like, hey, I got this show coming out. I got this single out. And what else better than to get more attention to me than to sit up there and bring Candy's name up again, knowing that her show, SWV and Escape, the Queens of R&B, has been trending. Their show trends is all over social media every single day. So it's like, okay, not only does Candy's name ring bells, period, but also her show right now is all over social media. So she attached herself to the drama almost like she was looking for clout. And I'm not saying that's what she was doing, but the timing was just too coincidental for me, and it makes Tamar look bad, especially for somebody who's trying to change her image. Like, Tamar, I don't know what the hell you was trying to do, but as of right now, you're not making yourself look good. And okay, so right after that, this morning, I woke up, because all this went over last night. Like, I went to sleep and woke up to all this madness. So when I woke up, I'm at work, and Tamar then went live, and she breaks down the whole story. So y'all, we about to listen to Tamar break down this whole situation, and I'm gonna get to why I believe her. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, let's go ahead and listen to Tamar's accounts of what happened. Let's go.
And this really all started from a YouTube that Candy put out about whatever the issues they had with Carlos King. And I was asked about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not like these other reality people. Like, I'm a real bona fide 5-time Emmy-nominated journalist. Difference. So for me, I am not comfortable publicly saying or calling someone else a liar without knowing the legitimate facts. That's where I'm standing with that. I wasn't on no, you're not my friend, I don't want to side with you. It wasn't nothing to being messy, but my responsibility for my job and my integrity just lied in that. Or else I just would have said, oh, she lied. Really what I did say is, I wanted to hear both sides of the story, something in the milk ain't clean, just trying to deflect from just outright calling somebody a liar. Because number one, I don't know. Number two, I don't care. Number three, has nothing to do with me. Okay? Cool. That happened. I put up a clip promoting the show from my point of view and my story, not addressing anybody, not taking sides on nothing, because I really don't care. It doesn't have anything else to do with me. Okay? So, weeks go by, 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we all have a concert together. And I'm leaving my dressing room to go to my dancer's dressing room to bring them their new clothes, and I see Candy in the hallway. And I'm like, hey, boo, and I give her a hug, whatever, and she just look at me, and she's like, I ain't fucking with you. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's kidding. Like, I'm for real thinking she's kidding. And she's like, I ain't fucking with you. I'm like, what happened? She's like, oh, well, oh shit, and I honestly truly forgot about it, right? And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean no harm. You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, go against you or nothing like that. It's, you know, just what I just explained to y'all. Like, I just feel like my responsibility is a little bit different. I ain't trying to call nobody publicly a liar when I don't know the whole story. I'm not comfortable with it. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up a big brother. You know, I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. And plus, I sent her a DM, and I sent you a DM, you know, when your fans was coming to my page. This was a while ago, and I was just trying to let you know that, you know, I wasn't trying to be, you know, malicious or nothing like that. Nah. But you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Ken, I'm not trying to go there with you. You know, we in the middle of this hallway, and now by this time, people swarming around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we ladies, we shouldn't be doing this. We can go in my dressing room. Yeah, before I take it to the next level. Now, everybody know, I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe, but I do know how to whip ass. And I don't do that because I don't condone violence at all, right? And I'm like, well, what's the name of the level you want to take it to? Like, what you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said, he did steal from us. Right? And I'm like, she is really serious right now. I'm like, all right, like, don't do that. First time for Baltimore, we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her again, it's my 4th time apologizing. I am so sorry if this offended you, right? I wasn't trying to be malicious towards you. Now I'm saying this again. This is an old way. I'm saying this again. Nah. I mean, Buck King. And I'm like, and I get to the point when I'm like, look, dog, this is not Atlanta Housewives. I'm not getting paid to sit up here and argue with you like this. I'm about to go sing everybody on this bill under the table. I can't argue with you right now. Like, I finna do all that. And then, I am trying to completely de-escalate the situation. It's giving bobs and cacklings. And, like, then Tadina comes up and, like, he comes and get her. And he says something to her. And then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe this shit or not. Nigga look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh. What? Now, this is a dude. I don't care. Listen, y'all done see me grow up on the Braxtons. Y'all done see me go at it with my sisters. Y'all done see me, you know, kind of like sporadically go at it with Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth is, in real life, I'm really a peaceful person. You know what I mean? And I like to have fun, and I laugh and play jokes all the time. And so, the thing is with me, is that me and Candy, or me and another female can argue all day long. But when it comes to dudes in another woman's face to physically threaten them and harm them, that's when the line is drawn. That's when it's like, oh, it's not about her perception on TV. It's not about, you know, where we had known her to be on her reality life years ago. Because remember, I ain't been on reality TV for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. I get it. But it's no reason for a man to ever step to a woman. Period. And the fact is, that is what happened. And the other fact is, I wasn't trying to bring nothing up, but, you know, now that I'm on, you know, Peacock and Bravo, I went to Andy's show, he's a good friend of mine. We cool. You know what I mean? He asked me about it. Because one of the fans asked me about it. And I wasn't trying to bring it up. And I wasn't trying to bring no drama my way because I am not on that. So it's like, I answered the question, I tried to deflect from it, and here we are. But what I'm not going to stand for is people saying, what did I do for a man to ever step to me? Period. Why you shaking your head?
Nothing. You ain't do shit for no man to step to you. that was a coward move, and it shouldn't have happened. And I addressed it with him, and I spoke to him about it, and he immediately apologized. But apology after the fact is bullshit.
Especially when I'm there defenseless. Because he wasn't, this is one of those trips.
Okay, so that's what Tamar is saying what happened. Now, here's the thing. I told y'all throughout this whole video, I believe her. Let me tell you, as much as I love Candy, I believe her. Because one thing Candy has, this is her main, she has two main flaws that I've witnessed. And this is not taking nothing from her, because I believe she's an incredible person. But I do believe, number one, she's very hard she's very hard for people to, it takes her a long time to forgive people. So she's a very hard person to get you to forgive them. And then also too, she's one of them people that if you say or do something that she don't like, she think is foul, she will immediately cut you off like that. And it's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. Like, this is not the first time that I done heard whisperings about this. If you guys pay attention to social media, it's been whisperings. It's been whisperings. Now, that does not mean that I'm thinking she around here being a bully, like people are trying to make her out to be on social media. I do believe she's this type of person, like, you either with me or against me, because she's been through so much and people trying to drag her and, downplay who she is and just always talk mess about her. It's like anybody who says anything bad about her, anybody who says anything against her, does anything against her, she don't want to hear about it. She don't want nothing to do with them. None of that. Okay? So Tamar, and sidebar Tamar, yes, you were nominated for those Emmys, okay? But it's for a talk show host. That does not make you a journalist. Did you go to school for journalism? I'm gonna need y'all to stop claiming to be journalists just because you're on a talk show, or just because you're on something like This Nation or something like that. Portia, and yeah, I'm pointing out Portia too because she said one time that she was a journalist, okay? You guys are not journalists. I hate to say it, but Wendy Williams is actually a journalist. She went to Northwestern University and got a degree. Tamara Hart is a journalist, okay? You, yes, amazing talent, can sing, greatly entertaining, bubbly personality. But you're no journalist. Awesome talk show host. Want her to get another talk show. Was mad when she left The Real. But honey, you're no journalist. So you to be like, oh, I'm a journalist and I just don't feel right, just call somebody a liar. Now you can say you don't feel right outright calling somebody a liar. That's absolutely fine. But just to be like, oh, I'm a journalist. And that's why I didn't feel right saying that. I felt conflicted. Girl, bye. Anyway, so Candy has this thing where either you're with her or against her. And I think that's honestly what happened with her and Michelle ATLN Brown. And I think that's why every time Michelle gets an opportunity, she will drag Candy. And I think it's because her and Candy was like this. And as soon as Michelle did something that Candy felt was foul, she had shit for her. And so ever since then, she wanted to drag her. And I think the same thing with Tamar and Candy. They were like this, going on tour together. Candy even publicly defended her when people were dragging Tamar about going to work after her niece had passed and everything like that. But it's like she is your bestest friend, will have your back, will support you and do any and everything as long as you don't disagree with her, or as long as you don't do something that she thinks is foul. And honestly, Candy, that's no way to be. That's no way to be, because you're never going to always agree with everybody. No one is ever going to do everything that you expect for them to do. Everybody's going to have a difference of opinion, okay? That's just it, and that's just all, okay? So for you to be mad and not hear Tamar out, that wasn't cool, period. Because I feel as though all this wouldn't have escalated, even though I feel like Tamar used this as leverage to promote her stuff. Because that's what she kept saying. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I was on Watch What Happens Live, and since I'm on Peacock, which is through Bravo, still somewhat slick promoting what she doing out here, which I ain't mad at her, but yeah, Tamar, I see you. You use this for clicks and views. You waited for the right time, but Kandi gave her the ammunition. Because Kandi, you need to stop when somebody doesn't agree with you or if somebody doesn't do exactly what you want them to do. You get mad and then you want to cut them off and then you don't got shit for them. Instead of hearing them out. I believe that all this wouldn't happen if you would just hold her out. If what she's saying is true, that she tried to talk to you and say, hey, that was not my intention. I was just giving my opinion while I was, on Dish Nation. It came up on Dish Nation. I just gave my opinion. I just didn't feel right calling him out a flat out liar because I don't know the story. That's all you had to say. That's all she was trying to say. I mean, that's not all Kandi had to say, but that's all Tamar was trying to say. Okay? That's all Tamar was trying to say. But Kandi was not listening. No, but you said, and blah, 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 and Kandi, I don't think she was really trying to be malicious. I think that she was just trying to stay out of it. At that point, and I know Tamar can be messy, but I just don't think that at that point she was being messy. Now I think she was being messy because she kept this under her hat for the perfect time. She saw all that shit going on social media yesterday, and she knew she was going on there. And when that person asked that question, she took the perfect time to, instead of just shutting it down, to kind of let it linger and then admit, yep, me and Kandi got into it. Because she knew that it would be all over social media. And she knew that this would make y'all trend today. Okay? So, yeah, Kandi, you gave her the ammo because you have a deep-rooted flaw on not allowing people to voice their opinion, especially even if you think they're wrong. Hear their side of the story so that y'all can come to a mutual compromise. I mean, I'm not saying that these people ain't foul or you don't have no reason to cut them off, but sometimes they may have a reason or a cause, or it may not be what you think it is. And I do believe that she was all up in Tamar's face talking about, and I believe that Todd, I don't believe he really threatened her. I do believe this was Tamar being a little bit extra. I believe what happened was Kandi was talking with her hands and all in her face, and Todd came to walk Kandi away from Tamar and was basically like, you know what it is, meaning, you know why she mad, and it is what it is type of thing, so just go on away, just drop it. I don't think it was like, you know what it is type of, he was going to put his hands on her. I think that was a stretch, and she wanted to use that as, oh, well, he should have been in my face. Now, granted, no man should be in your face, but I don't think that it was like that. Just like I think Kandi should have listened to what Tamar had to say, because I don't think she was on Dish Nation and saying her opinion about that Carlos King situation to throw Kandi under the bus, because I do believe she valued how far her and Kandi had came. I mean, I enjoyed their journey on Big Brother. And if you hadn't watched them on Big Brother, you definitely should have. Because that was let me fix my hair, y'all. That was a really good season, okay? So, with that being said, Kandi should have definitely heard Tamar's side. And Tamar, you need to stop being so fucking dramatic and stop putting tuning on 10. You have a bad habit of that too. Okay, so after all that, after the live, Kandi puts up a subliminal. And this is what she puts up on her Instagram, okay? As a subliminal response to Tamar. Okay, you guys, here we go.
Your bathing suit? Is that your overbite?
Now one of you will be the drowning victim.
I'll be the victim all your life.
So basically, she used the scene from Addams Family Value to basically say that Tamar always wants to play the victim. And honestly, that's what it seems like. I honestly believe it happened the way that I said. I do believe Tamar. I believe Kandi got in her face because she didn't like that she was, quote unquote, defending Carlos King for stealing their life story. I believe that was really hurt. That really hurt Kandi because she thought her and Carlos was friends, and he basically tried to, make side deals behind her back, and she was hurt about that. Somebody who, again, was supposedly her friend and allegedly did some slimy stuff behind her back, which is why Kandi is the way she is when it's dealing with people. She's down for you, but when you do something to piss her off, she don't mess with you, period. So I do believe she was mad, and I do believe she felt, as Tamar being her friend, she shouldn't have basically taken Carlos' side, okay? But I also believe that because Kandi was all in her face, and Tamar was trying to apologize, but Kandi wasn't trying to hear, and then Todd, or as she wanted to call him, Tadina, came in there and basically was like, yeah, you know what it is and all that. She put 20 on 10 on that too, knowing that that's not what Todd's intention was, and that's not what he meant. And so, yeah, I do believe both of them were wrong, and now we are at this place where we are right now, where everybody's going back and forth on social media. Hell, they could be going back and forth on social media right now while I'm doing this video. Shoot. Okay, so after Kandi drops that subliminal message, Tamar gets back online. First, she drops a story, and then she gets all into the comments and starts going in on Kandi. Y'all, it's a mess. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we go, y'all. So first, she goes into her stories after Kandi posts that scene from the Addams Family Values, and the girl was like, I'll be the victim, and Wednesday's like, all your life. Okay, so in Tamar's story, she writes this: I am the victim. When your man steps to a woman, sounds like an abused woman to me. See nothing wrong with that. I hope he's not beating your ass. I pray for you. I pray for your healing. So wait a minute now. So now Tamar has took this to a whole nother level. So mind you, she done sat up here and waited for ample time to throw Kandi under the bus. Okay? Now, Kandi, like I said, part of this is your fault because you should have heard her out. Okay? But you wanted to be all in your feelings because you felt like she was against you. And oh, Lord, can't nobody ever go against Kandi. Okay? Again, love you, Kandi, but I'm just calling a spade on this one. Okay? So, since you didn't hear her out, now she's all in her petty bag. Waited to the ample time to sit up here and air your ass out and put 20 on 10 on how your husband reacted, okay? And now, because she feels triggered by being called the victim, now she's trying to allege that Todd be beating your ass. Now, see, this is going too far. See, it's all going too far. I'm gonna need y'all grown women to sit the hell down, okay? And so, right after that, Tamar continues to get in the comments, okay? Now, mind you, again, as I said, she continues to get into the comments because now she's mad. Mad as I don't know what. So, let's go. Okay, so after that, now, the Shade Room posted a clip of when Kandi, because mind you, while all this is going on, everybody is coming after Escape and Kandi for saying that they didn't want to co-headline with SWV, that they need to be the headliners. Everybody's like, y'all being selfish, and y'all need to let those egos go, because honestly, SWV got more hits and they've been in the game. Y'all just got back together, and who do y'all think y'all are? So Kandi went on her speak on it last night and was talking about the reason for why their group felt like they should be the headliners. Well, anyway, the Shade Room posted a clip of that, and Tamar went into the comment section and said, imagine having the biggest ego for the most non-singing person in the entire music industry. Stream my new hit song Change where I pay homage to the amazing SWV. Oh. So, not only is Tamar promoting her new album, when I tell you this is getting ugly and crazier, okay? She promoted her new album while shading Candy and giving props to SWV, all in one comment. When I tell you, I can't help to say Tamar cleared. Listen. I gotta give her props when she may be wrong, but she cleared on that one. But then after that, she did say, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm back to my old self. Being called a victim triggered me, but she can't sing though. Sorry. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to stop saying that Candy can't sing, because if that's the case, what was all? If y'all saying she can't sing, think about T-Boz. T-Boz had a unique tone too, just like Candy, and she led a lot of TLC songs, just like Candy led a lot of Escape songs with that unique tone. So I can't say that she can't sing. And plus, especially, she holds the harmony together. She holds that bottom down, okay? But the comments are still funny, okay? So with all that being said, Jason Lee. Now, Jason Lee, who I cannot stand, who takes every opportunity to go in at Candy, decides to poke Candy. Poke the bear, okay? Now, he definitely needs to stay out of it. At least Tamar, to me, has somewhat of a legitimate beef, okay? Hey, you came at me because you thought I was sitting up here going against you or whatever. I'm trying to tell you, listen, I was just trying to be neutral. You wouldn't hear me out, so we are where we are right now, okay? You brought us here. Jason, Candy did nothing to you, but did not want to go on your little raggedy show, okay? And again, no disrespect to Jason, because again, I have respect for anyone who's paved their own way, okay? He's literally made a way for himself from the bottom up, so you cannot deny that. But you cannot also deny that every chance he can take a dig at Candy, he takes that opportunity. And it's like, bro, this wasn't even your business. But I don't think I don't really think he really was trying to get into this business in regards to Tamar and Candy. I just think any chance he gets to stick it to Candy, he will. So in this particular instance, he wasn't really responding to the Tamar and Candy situation. He's actually responding to the whole back and forth with the Escape versus SWV crap, and had to throw Candy's name into it so he can use this opportunity to drag her too. So y'all, let's listen to Whack Jason Lee. Okay, y'all, so we gonna listen to what Jason Lee gotta say. Now, this is in responding to all this back and forth about SWV versus Escape and this whole cold headlining situation. But the way he loves to insert Candy in the situation so he can drag her, bro, grow up. Here we go.
I loved Candy in Escape. I loved her on the show when she had a storyline that made sense. When Phaedra was there, they had all the sex gay where they said they were in the dungeon or allegedly, out doing threesomes and stuff. She had an interesting storyline. Since we've been critical about her not having a storyline and being a boring housewife and needed to be replaced, she's been a mean girl on these streets. She just recently was rude to one of my staff at the Grammys. And I have a feeling, after talking to lots of people in her peer group, that Candy is a bully. I think that Candy's a bully.
Really?
Absolutely.
I've never got that impression of Candy.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Hard talk. They seem like cool people.
Well, there's what you see on TV, reality, and what you see in real life.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, her agent, she got an agent named Nick Roses. Let me go ahead and put his name out there because I told him I was going to slap his ass. He's messy. Mm-hmm. All of them are messy. But anyway,
If James ain't calling somebody messy, they messy.
They messy.
What? I love Candy in Escape.
Okay, so basically, he said she was rude to his people. She don't like your people because y'all always doing grimy shit to her. Like, I had already showed y'all, I did a video of Hollywood Unlocked was low-key shading her when they were talking about, when they posted that clip of Portia talking about her dream cast for the Atlanta Housewives. And they had all these glamorous pictures of all the housewives that Portia named. But when it came to Kandi, they had this old, I mean, it wasn't a bad picture though. Because actually it's a picture that she actually posted up her own Instagram. It was her makeup free. So again, it wasn't nothing technically wrong with it. It's just that you get all these glamorous pictures. And here she is just looking like a plain Jane. Like we don't see the shade, okay? Like you not constantly shading her. But then expect her just to be like, oh, Miss Humble, Miss Nice Girl. So here's the thing. Does Kandi got some shit with her? Absolutely. But y'all can't keep saying and throwing and keep saying shit about her and just talking shit about her and expect her not to say or do nothing. Like everybody to me has a breaking point. Okay, so with Jason, you just need to stay away anything related to Kandi Burruss, okay? Because honestly, it's just not making you look good, because it's just making you look petty and miserable and like her biggest fan, because it's like you sitting up there going after her all because she won't come on my show. She won't come on my show. So I'm going to drag her every chance I get. I'm going to have all my people drag her every chance they get, and I'm going to drag her every chance every chance I get. No, not at all. Not at all. So you look real messy. Now again, as I said with Tamar, you don't need to let nobody take you out your character, okay? You was on this whole spiritual journey and all that stuff. You was trying to be a better person. Hey, at that point where they took you there, you should have just went ahead and said, you know what? I'm going to continue to let it go. If you truly, honestly, were going to let it go, this would have never came up. So honestly, I'm giving you the side eye too. Even though I feel like you had more of a reason than Jason, because Jason just being messy, you was messy too, because you honestly didn't want to let that go. You would have never brought it up. Okay, so Kandi responds. Okay, so Kandi finally does respond. She was on Amazon Live today. And on Amazon Live, of course, everybody was in the live asking her about what was going on. So she just had this to say. And here we go.
Everybody's wanting to know about the beef. The only thing I'll say right now is, simply that's not true. My husband never said nothing to her. He did not threaten her or none of that. So that's why I was like, I don't even want to address that on Amazon Live. She and I did have words, but he did. So that's why I was like, yeah. Some people like to twist things a little bit, but we can talk about it later on a different platform or not. Anyway,
okay. So again, it goes back to what I was saying. Like she said, they had words. I believe Kandi was offended that she seemingly took Carlos's side, and they seemingly had come such a long way, and Kandi thought that her and Tamar was cool, so it was like, girl, what is you doing? So yeah, I'm pissed off right now, so don't come trying to talk to me and being all lovey-dovey. But again, Kandi, you was wrong for that, because obviously she come to you and was like, hey girl, and all this. She obviously wasn't trying to throw you under the bus and trying to be two-faced with Carlos just because they friends. She was just trying to be like, hey, I don't know the true story. Hey, I just want to hear both sides. She thinking, hey, I'm cool with both of y'all. What's wrong with me saying I want to hear both sides? You took it a whole nother way, because people tend to drag you for no reason. People tend to lie on you for no reason. I understand that. But you need to understand that you can't go around here being a mean girl because you feel attacked. And I do believe you had a mean girl moment. I mean, it's okay. I just need you to be more cognizant of that, okay? Because it's not making you look good, okay? As much as I love and respect you, it's just not making you look good. Honestly, everybody in this whole situation needs to grow up. Tamar, you need to grow up because you use this situation for clicks and views. You felt a certain type of way and you all trying to be like, oh, I'm grown, I'm matured, I'm past this. No, you're not. Because again, you went back to your petty ways and used this for the prime opportunity for clicks and views. Candy, you had a mean girl moment because you felt like somebody that you was cool with sided with the ops and you weren't here for that. And instead of you hearing her out to see if y'all can come to some type of understanding, how can y'all communicate if you don't hear what she say? Yeah, since y'all couldn't get to no understanding because you want to have a mean girl moment, you brought this on yourself. And then Jason, you just messy, and you just need to grow up. You just too messy for me just because this woman don't want to come on your platform. Get over it. Okay, y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. I've been on this subject way too long. It's really honestly draining. I still got to do my review for the Queens of R&B, and that's going to be a whole mess in itself because I still ain't get to what I think about this whole Escape and SWV co-headlining feud, okay? So, y'all, anyway, please put y'all thoughts down the comment section. Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.